This man discovers that by pretending to be blind, he can openly beg at temples and even score $1 million apartment from the government completely free. Today, like any other day, he heads over to play piano for a wealthy man's wife. When the rich woman answers the door, the man can tell she doesn't want to let him in, but he's already pocketed a deposit from her husband, so she eventually caves and lets him inside. But he had only been playing for a short while when he smelled a strange odor. Following the scent, he finds a dead body in the living room. At that moment, he finally understood why she didn't want him to come in. At first, he casually mentioning he needs to hit the bathroom. Walking through the living room, he deliberately steps into a puddle to make himself look more convincingly blind. But the second he enters the bathroom, he realizes the killer is standing right behind him with a gun in hand. He holds his breath, careful not to make any move that might blow his cover. Luckily, the killer doesn't pick up on anything. When the man walks back through the living room, he catches sight of the victim's face. It's the wealthy man who hired him to play piano. All he can do is fake composure and go back to the piano to keep playing. After leaving the rich man's house, he wrestles with whether or not to go to the cops. But thinking about how this guy wasn't just some local do-gooder, but also tipped him generously every single time, he finally decides to head to the police station. But just as he's about to file a report, he spots the guy who was lurking in the bathroom back at the house. The man's wearing a police uniform. He freezes. He's the police chief. The man's quick on his feet and switches gears, saying his dog got killed instead. The chief's stare cuts like ice. He just murdered someone, and now the only witness is sitting right in front of him making a report. He's suspicious this blind guy might not actually be blind. He decides to personally drive the man home. The moment they walk in, the chief spots a newspaper on the table. The man claims it's just for lining the trash, but the chief's not buying it. He tests him over and over, even hurling a knife right past his head, but the man doesn't even flinch. He manages to slip through again. The next day, the wealthy man's body turns up by the river. His wife breaks down in tears during the interview. Later, the chief pins the whole thing on some young guy. The man gets called in to give a statement and can only sit there listening to their made-up story. His palms are dripping with sweat. He wants to tell everyone the truth, but that's just wishful thinking. He knows the second he opens his mouth, he'll wind up in that river just like the rich man. He figures it's all over, but then things take an unexpected turn. At the funeral, the rich man's wife goes on and on about all the good deeds he did before he died, completely unaware that she and the chief's entire murder plot was overheard crystal clear by the old lady next door. Right after the funeral wraps up, the old lady rushes straight to the police station to report them, blowing the rich woman's lies wide open. When the rich man's wife catches wind of this, she storms right over to the old lady's place. At that exact moment, the man happens to have just been hired as a private music teacher by the wealthy man's daughter. When the elevator doors slide open, he witnesses the rich man's wife shove the old lady off the high-rise. His legs turn to jelly, but all he can do is keep his cool and act like he didn't see a thing. He's not sure if the old lady got killed because she gave evidence, but he's dead certain this woman has completely lost it. She's out to kill everyone who knows the truth. He wants to bolt, but before he can step outside, someone knocks on his door. Follow me for a different movie story every day.